Good evening. I'm Vandana Nair, bringing you the latest and most critical updates from the world of AI and tech. We cut through the noise, break down big trends, and uncover disruptions. Fast, fearless, and straight to the point. Welcome to Point Break. Last week, thanks to ChatGPT, we witnessed the Ghiblification of everything imaginable, from personal moments and historic events to celebrities, all transformed into AI-generated images in the style of the renowned Japanese studio Ghibli. The response has been overwhelming, with the application struggling to keep up with demand, prompting co-founder Sam Altman to remark that their company's GPUs are melting. While this may seem like a one-off surge in demand, it raises an important question. How are big tech companies managing compute resources to handle such spikes? Do they have enough GPUs, or are they employing alternative strategies to manage the load? But before we dive into that, here's a quick roundup of what's been making the waves on a global scale. Isomorphic Labs, an AI-powered drug design company spun off from Alphabet's DeepMind, has secured $600 million in its first external funding round, led by Thrive Capital and Google Ventures. Founded by Demis Hassabis, the company aims to revolutionize drug discovery using AI breakthroughs like AlphaFold, with plans to accelerate its drug design engine and bring therapeutic programs to clinical trials. Last year, Demis Hassabis was awarded with a Nobel Prize in Chemistry for protein structure prediction. This funding will further turbocharge the development of our next-generation AI drug design engine, help us advance our own programs into clinical development, and is a significant step forward towards our mission of one day solving all disease with the help of AI, Hassabis said in a statement. This week, Amazon launched NovaAct, a general-purpose AI agent designed to navigate web browsers and perform simple tasks independently. Developed by Amazon's newly established AGI lab in San Francisco, it will also power features in the upcoming Alexa Plus, a generative AI-enhanced version of the voice assistant. Alongside the AI model, Amazon also introduced the NovaAct SDK, a toolkit that enables developers to build and test AI-powered agents. Currently available as a research preview, developers can use it to create AI agents capable of interacting with on-screen content, streamlining online tasks for users. When AI-generated videos are only becoming better at blurring the lines of reality, AI video startup Runway has unveiled its Gen 4 series, an advanced AI model that generates videos using just an image as a reference. A significant leap from Gen 3 Alpha, their previous model, Gen 4 offers improved motion realism, subject and style consistency, and enhanced prompt adherence, probably revolutionizing storytelling. The Ghibli craze not only attracted millions of users onto ChatGPT, claiming to add 1 million users in an hour, but the company faced a major boost, gaining another mammoth funding. On Monday, the company announced $40 billion in new funding at a $300 billion post-money valuation, allowing it to advance AI research, scale compute infrastructure, and enhance the tools used by 500 million ChatGPT users each week. OpenAI also announced its plans to open source its AI models, potentially addressing accusations of operating in a closed manner. Sam Altman revealed plans to launch OpenAI's first open-weight language model since GPT-2, with a focus on enhanced reasoning capabilities. The release is anticipated in the coming months, and the company is seeking developer feedback to optimize its effectiveness. As all this unfolds, compute and infrastructure remain critical. So where does OpenAI stand in this equation? Let's find out. The sudden surge in demand for AI-generated images, particularly in Ghibli style, has caused havoc in handling customer surges. The result? Altman announced that new OpenAI releases will be delayed, and services may occasionally slow down as they navigate capacity challenges. Surprisingly, he even posted a request for GPU capacity in 100K chunks, asking interested parties to contact them. This raises not just questions about OpenAI's ability to meet GPU demand, but also about the preparedness of all big tech companies. Does the world have enough GPUs? Let's break it down. A few months ago, conversations were all about how the DeepSeek model from China that stirred the conversation of how AI models that perform at the level of OpenAI used minimum compute at a fraction of the cost. It even brought up the conversation of how India can also build its foundational model with lesser infrastructure. However, the recent OpenAI's GPU melting remark, sparked by millions of image generation requests, is only proving the notion that GPUs are never enough. While infra will take its time to build and scale, how are companies equipping themselves to brace the demand? Let's break it down.
Image generation, videos, gaming, a lot of the training and inference workloads around that can be, what we understand, can be very, very consuming. And when we talk to some of the professionals, what we understand is that these training workloads come in waves of workloads going higher and lower. There's another piece which is the dynamic resource allocation feature, which also what it does is it is able to do time slicing between some of these. So these kind of allocations which are able to, this is again going very technical, but it is able to bring more utilization at the chip level per se.
Last year, on the sidelines of India's biggest AI conference, Cypher 2024, Sunil Gupta, co-founder and CEO of Yotta Data Services, told AIM how India had historically faced infrastructure challenges similar to the internet era when it lacked high-quality data centers despite having consumers, devices, and network connectivity. But over the past few years, India has addressed this, becoming the third largest data center hub in Asia. However, he noted that in the AI era, while the country has talent and use cases, it still lacks the massive compute infrastructure required for advanced AI training.
Last year, Jensen Huang made a commitment to Prime Minister Modi that even though I may have a shortage worldwide, but I will make GPU available in India. And he actually fulfilled that promise. That's how I got my GPUs. And just 3 days back, you must have seen Jensen Huang in the meeting with the Prime Minister. He specifically mentioned Yotta as their partner. So essentially the commitment from technology providers also is high. So whether we putting in our bet in keeping on bringing more and more GPUs as India needs, and also my backend supply chain also keep on supplying me the GPUs on priority compared to the rest of the world.
Now, looking at the recent OpenAI phenomenon, this is likely a case of a test time compute error. To understand this, test time compute refers to the computational resources required for inference, that is, generating outputs like images based on user inputs. In this case, OpenAI's GPT-4o model processes text prompts to generate high-quality images, which involves intensive GPU usage for real-time inference. The unanticipated load caused by millions of user requests was something OpenAI could not temporarily handle. Big tech companies manufacturing their AI chips are making it more powerful to better handle test-time compute. At NVIDIA's flagship event, GTC 2025, CEO Jensen Huang emphasized the growing importance of test-time compute, particularly in handling reasoning tasks for AI models. The company unveiled Blackwell Ultra, a new AI platform designed to boost training and test-time inference, focusing on AI reasoning. Blackwell Ultra is engineered for massive-scale AI reasoning inference, addressing the increasing demands of AI companies.
We've already established that if you want your AI to be smarter, you want to generate a whole bunch of tokens. Those tokens are reasoning tokens, consistency checking tokens, coming up with a whole bunch of ideas so they can select the best of those ideas tokens. And so those tokens, it might be second guessing itself. It might be, is this the best work you could do? And so it talks to itself just like we talk to ourselves. And so the more tokens you generate, the smarter your AI. But if you take too long to answer a question, the customer's not going to come back. This is no different than web search.
Tech giant Amazon is also enhancing its AI chip capabilities with Trainium and Inferentia, aiming for greater self-reliance. The second generation Inferentia 2 chips offer up to 4 times higher throughput and up to 10 times lower latency than the original, making them suitable for complex applications like large language models. All this setting the stage for tech companies to brace for the AI revolution that is underway. As the world demands more compute with advanced AI models like OpenAI's GPT-4o and the buzz around Ghibli, GPU shortages remain a growing concern. According to John Peddy Research, the overall GPU market is expected to shrink by 1% annually from 2024 to 2028, with only 15% of systems projected to have a discrete GPU by 2030. The firm attributes this decline to NVIDIA shortages and looming tariffs, which pose significant challenges for the market. Though efforts are in place, AI's insatiable demand for compute and mounting supply pressures keep the road ahead uncertain. That's all we have today for Point Break. I'll be back on Tuesday with more AI insights. Take care and have a great night. And please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel because think AI, think AIN.